All right, we'll go ahead and get started. We'd like to welcome Christiaan Bezuidenhout to the Media Center at the Fedex St. Jude Championship. Christiaan, in 2024, the PGA Tour debuted the Aon Next 10 and the Aon Swing 5 programs that recognize better decision-making and the elite performance required to earn access into signature events. You were able to strongly capitalize on that category. You played your way into all 7 signature events after the Century, giving you a chance to climb the FedEx Cup leaderboard and play your way into the playoffs for the second time in your career. So if you don't mind just opening with some thoughts on your performance this year, and maybe a couple of thoughts on the Aon Swing 10 category.
Yeah, obviously didn't really know what to think of the Aon 5 and Aon 10 at the start of the year, and if a lot of the players are going to benefit out of it. But yeah, I was the guy that benefited a lot out of it, and obviously got off to a strong start at the beginning of the year with a run-out finish at the American Express, and that put me into a great position to play my way into all the signature events for the rest of the year. So it was nice to see that the system that the PGA Tour put in place for the Aon 5 and the next 10 worked, and yeah, luckily I benefited out of that, and yeah, it's been a strong season so far.
Great, and you finished in the top 20 at 3 of those signature events, T20 at AT&T Pebble Beach Pro-Am, the Memorial you finished 4th, Wells Fargo T16, all amazing accomplishments. Can you touch on any of the tournaments, any of the signature events that really stood out to you that you were pleased and proud to be able to play your way into?
Yeah, I think all of the signature events are really strong events. You have your top 70 players on the PGA Tour playing in those events, so you can just feel every time you pitch up at those events, you can just feel it feels like a major. It feels like it's elevated, and yeah, it was a nice feeling to play my way into all of them, especially after an average season last year that I've had. So yeah, I really liked all of the golf courses that this signature events was played on. So yeah.
And last question before I turn it over to the media. This is your second start at the Fedex St. Jude Championship. Do you enjoy playing TPC Southwind? Just some thoughts on the golf course?
Yeah, the golf was always in pristine condition. Nothing has changed over the last 3 years that I've been here. The greens are always some of the best that we put on all year, and it's a strong course to the green as well. So you've seen longer hitters doing well here, but also shorter hitters like myself. I'm not one of the longest hitters on tour, but yeah, if you can keep the ball in the fairway and you can roll your putter well, you have a good chance for the week.
Perfect. We'll go ahead and open to questions. If you could raise your hand. Start with Sean, actually. Sorry, Sean. Thank you. Yeah, go ahead.
Hey, Christian. Just curious, given your position now in the FedEx Cup standings, you've got a great chance to make East Lake, but certainly be in the top 50 and play in all the signature events next year. Are there certain courses in those swing events that you'll not want to miss, even though you won't need those necessarily to play?
Yeah, it's obviously nice to have secured my spot into the 50 now. That I don't have to rely on next year's Aon 10 and Aon 5 and then the next 10. But I'm definitely going to play in the fall still. After the President's Cup, I'm looking to play Sanderson Farms for Vegas and Zozo. Over the last couple of years, I've done well at at the Sanders Farms, finishing 4th there last year. So I'd like to go back there, and then Vegas is one of my favourite stops on tour the whole year, and then I've always liked Japan as well. So the plan is to play those 4 in the fall, and then spend some time at home for the Christmas break after that.
Sean, in the front here.
It looks like the best season of your tour career. Is there anything you feel like you're doing better this season than seasons past?
Sorry, can you repeat the question, please?
FedEx Cup wise, and it's the best season of your PGA Tour career. Is there anything you feel like you're doing better with your game than years past? Any improvements in parts of your game?
So this is one of your best seasons on tour. Is there anything you're doing differently this year compared to last year?
Yeah. Last year, I made a few swing changes in the middle of the season that I didn't really feel comfortable on the course and stuff. So I actually made a switch coaches at the start of the year, just to simplify things a little bit more, just to take one of my misses away on the golf course. And I felt like my iron play over the last 6 months has been my biggest improvement in my game, which is nice to see, because last year it was probably one of my weakest parts of my game. So, and I've always been a pretty good putter. So that was one of the parts of my game that I needed to get better at, just to get the ball closer to the hole, to give myself more.
What coach did you start working with?
So I started working with Jamie Goth. He's a South African guy. He's been on the PGA Tour and DP World Tour for 20 years. He's also working with Matthew Pavon, Ryan Fox, that plays out on the PGA Tour, and we started in March of this year, and yeah, we just simplified things. I went from hitting a draw with my irons to focus on a fade, a little bit more control over the ball. And it's worked out so far.
And you have East Lake to play for, the President's Cup. It's an important 3 weeks for you. How do you approach an important stretch like that?
Yeah, I'm not really going to do anything different than what I've been doing over the last 6 months. Obviously, the President's Cup is in the back of my mind. I'd love to be on the Mike Weir's team in a month's time, but I'm not going to put extra pressure on myself to make that side. I'm just going to control the controllables over the next three weeks, and it'd be nice to make my way to East Lake in 3 weeks' time for the first time. That's obviously everybody's goal starting this season off, but just to look at my progress from where I was last year, this time trying to fight for keeping my car to play my way into the top 30. Now 22nd on the standings, having a chance to qualify for East Lake is already a big improvement for me. So.
Wonderful. Any other questions? We'll go ahead and close it up. Thank you for joining us. Good luck this week.
Thank you.